So, I guess it's official. It's Hector Bellerin versus ArsenalFanTV. That's what it seems to be. It seems to be self-labelled. This is since Bellerin has come out at the Oxford University, or wherever it is, has come out. He's answered a question from one of the people from the Oxford University, and he's basically said about what do you think about ArsenalFanTV, the YouTube channel. Now, I've got to say right now that no matter what you think about ArsenalFanTV, no matter how much you idolise ArsenalFanTV, the characters that are on it, the people that are on there, no matter how much you idolise them, or you think they're clowns, or you have no real emotion towards them, it doesn't matter how you feel about those people, especially the people that are there regularly, that you know that they're there at every game and they're going to be on the next ArsenalFanTV review game after the match. You cannot say that they're not real fans because they're feeding off the negativity of the club. Because if that was the case, ArsenalFanTV would only upload videos when Arsenal would lose. They wouldn't do it if they was to win, if this was actually the case. You can't go about and say things like this. I think Hector Bellerin has made a very big boo-boo here. I think he's really messed up, and I think that this is going to be a long-term thing now between him and ArsenalFanTV. Not so much of him is going to be saying things, you know, publicly, and it ain't going to be like that. I just feel like ArsenalFanTV now, I feel like the Arsenal fans, and, you know, rightfully so, some people, you know, if they want, they can do what they want. If they want to hold a grudge against a player that says something very controversial, in this case, very controversial, but I do feel like Arsenal fans will keep on mentioning this going forward about Hector Bellerin, or maybe at least now definitely stamp him as a villain at the club, and potentially want to get him out of the club. I think there are fans that want to do that, because this is the thing, right, about society in all walks of life. Everyone, especially if you're part of a group, i.e. a football fan base, a baseball fan base, basketball, whatever it may be, Formula 1, no matter what it is, right, there will always be people of a group that think different, that have different opinions. Not every single person thinks as one. That's not how it is. You know, you go see a big group like ArsenalFanTV. Some of them are not going to be happy now. They're going to have a complete and utter thing. They're just going to have a, you know, they're just going to have their own vendetta, if you like, or agenda against Bellerin. There's some of them that's not going to be happy because Wenger's been there too long. Some of them not happy because of the players that they've sold recently. Some of them not happy because of the way the players are performing, players that have come in, or players that have been there too long and need to go. You know, this is the thing. Everyone is entitled to an opinion, but like I say, to sit there and say that they're not real fans. I mean, I've sat there over the last, 2 years watching YouTube now, and I do like to have a laugh and a giggle and a crack at fan channels. You know, I do like to take the mick. I know a lot of people do. It's just a laugh. It's not actually personal to those people. It's not like if I see these people in real life, if I was to take the mick out of them, I don't know, to my friends in a pub or something, and then I see them in real life, I'd actually go and take the mick out of them in the same way as I was. It's not personal against them. It's more like, You can't be saying this. You can't say these things to these people, you know. And I just think that it's quite a big thing to say that. To say that they're not a fan, you know. Like I said, I've been sitting there for 2 years watching ArsenalFanTV and watching these fans. Whether or not, like I say, it doesn't matter how you regard these people. They are travelling every single game, going to watch their team. Yeah, it might be more selfish because they love the game, they love the team, they love to see progression, they want to see success, they want memories, they want trophies and memories, they want pictures taken and just memories to show their kids and stuff, and generations going down and down of what happened, you know, back in the day, or what happened in my day, if you like. And I just think that is one of the most worst things you could probably say. And let's be real here, in terms of social media, right, like, let's be real, Arsenal fans on social media, they come in their thousands. I don't mean they come in their thousands. I mean, like, they are all over the place. You do a video about Arsenal, or anything like that, or anything to do with their club, or anything to do with ArsenalFanTV, they will put their opinion out there. They won't just look at a video and then just move on. They like to put their thoughts out there. They like to give their opinions. They're very they love to give it out there, opinionated. So, you know, that's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing. But I'm just saying that there are you know, it's a very big thing out there. And if you're gonna put stuff out there, you're gonna get it all against you. If you're gonna sit there and question their loyalty. you're going to get grief. And to be honest, in my opinion, rightfully so. I mean, let's just say, for example, every single game I went to our fan channel, right? I went to my own fan channel and I went on that camera every single time and time again, you know, every single game. And then a player said that to me, and it's like, not only have I followed this club all my life, I've actually, you know, it's actually been documented on how I've followed around this club, around. I mean, in this case, they've followed. These Arsenal fans have followed Arsenal around Europe. They've followed them around the world. They've followed them everywhere, and to say that is astonishingly stupid. It is. It really. I don't think there's many other words for this. I mean, as a football fan, what do you think is the worst thing somebody could say to you? You know, in regarding your, you know, the whole sport, regarding football and you know, your fan base, it's that you're not a real fan. His reason is, like I say, the negativity, but it's proven that they're not just fed on negativity. You know, negative videos, there is an attraction to negative videos. There is a magnet towards that. It's more interesting reading something negative and something, you know, fuel-based and really fiery and hot than there is just a casual old, you know, video, just somebody going, yes, well, I do think, you know, we played well. I think they also played well, the opposition. And I think, to be honest with you, Jeremy, I think we're all winners. No one wants that. They want somebody to get off of the fence, and they want someone to either be against a bad performance or for it, give them the positive to make people feel better that feel bad, or give them negative and making everyone feel the reality. That's the difference, alright? Being negative is bringing up the reality of the situation, the absolute possible worst case scenario right now that the club is in, and then you look at the people that think positive and try those people that feel bad. They try to bring them up a little bit by giving them some positive things to think about with, well, at least we're not outside the top 6, at least we're not in the relegation zone, at least we're not out of the cup. You know, people don't want people on the fence anymore. That opinion is gone, and I think this is why a lot of the mainstream media, things like TalkSport, Sky Sports, I think a lot of them are really losing their grip on mainstream media now. It's because, you know, they're on the fence all the time. They're, you know, now and again they'll get off the fence and they'll get heavily criticised for it, but then, you know, 9 times out of 10 they'll just be sitting there and just say it, you know, kind of fair as it is. There's your little bit, there's your little bit, and it's not interesting, especially to this generation. I mean, me, if I sit there and I watch an interview on ArsenalFanTV and somebody comes out and they say, well, Barcelona played well and Arsenal played well, you know, we both played well when we played each other. I thought both players, you know, can really respect their performances, and I think they can both, you know, keep their heads held high. I'll be like, well, I get it, that's your opinion, but I wouldn't agree with it. I'd be like, are you bonkers? How can you be that balanced? How can you not get off the fence? I don't like getting off the fence. If you don't know me, you'll know that I don't get off fences. Sorry. Oh God, you know me that I do get off fences. I'm very rarely on a fence, and I that's the way I go, and I think that's why people do like to listen to me. I think that's why I do get people speaking to me a lot about. They want to know my opinion on games, especially in regarding to West Ham or Premier League. People want to know my opinion because I will go straight in and say this or that, and a lot of people nowadays are doing that because that is the way. That's the best way to be. That's the best way of thinking. That's the modern way of thinking, is to get off the fence and either criticise, go all out, or give people some faith and be positive. That's how it is. Do not stay on the fence. And, you know, but anyway, this video is mainly meant to be about Hector Bellerin. I feel like I've really gone off on a tangent here. But, you know, Hector Bellerin, biggest mistake I think of his Arsenal career. I think this is to come out and say this. They're not going to forgive him. They're not. If they set him at West Ham and the player did that, fans would be mentioning this all the time. It would never stop getting brought up. You know, it'd be an enemy, not an enemy, but it'd be like a villain at the club. That's exactly what it'd be, and I think he's definitely painting himself as a villain. But I'd love to know what you think about this. This is a very hot subject right now in the whole YouTube social media game. So any kind of content in the comments below, if you can put any kind of comments in there, right? I did say content, but I think that works. You can put your content in the comments below, right? That's your bit of content, right? Yeah, or just forward me to your YouTube video in reaction to this. I can do that. I can go and have a little bushes to see what you've said about your video. Let me know in the comments below exactly how you feel about this, okay? Was Hector Bellerin wrong to say this? Was he right to say this? Because as far as I'm concerned, it's all about him questioning their loyalty as footballing fans and as Arsenal fans, you know, more specifically. But anyway, people, I'm gone for now. Comment, like, subscribe, and as always, keep sharing my stuff. I'll see you all later.